Oh my god. Let's go. They've discovered a brand new dinosaur, okay? Apparently. Now, I'm sorry for the lighting if it's bad. I do want to record this a little bit in the morning. And I just wanted to, talk about the fact that they discovered a dinosaur, right? And this type of dinosaur a little bit special. This is not like a Triceratops type dinosaur, not in the Triceratops area or even the sauropods. This is the very first discovery of a Spinosaurus. Oh my god, dude, I'm so sorry. I'm spitting everywhere. But this is the discovery of a Spinosaurus, okay? Now, a type of Spinosaur, not just Spinosaurus itself, because that's not really a discovery. This is a discovery just like the Spinosaurus. If not, it actually could be a new species of Spinosaurus. And actually, I do want to say something here, and I do want to say something very carefully. I don't think this is a new discovery. I think that, this could be something, a discovery I don't know. Do you know how elephants nowadays, don't have trunks? Some elephants do, some elephants don't, right? I think it's one of those types of things where it's not really a new species, it's just something that a Spinosaurus had, or multiple Spinosaurs eventually evolved into. That's personally what I think. Honestly, I don't know if that's true or not. It's still brand new, and it literally looks like it behaves exactly like a Spinosaurus and everything like that. That's why I say it probably is something a little bit different. I don't think it's a new species. I think it could be something, what a Spinosaur could have evolved on or something like that. Again, Spinosaurs, by the way, are very, very interesting animals, because Spinosaurs, okay, you have to understand, from the very beginning, we thought they literally stood up like this. We thought it did, and then after that, it turned out that they were bending a little bit, and then people said, no, they were probably bending even more like crocodiles, and even more, you know what I'm saying? And they're very, really interesting species, because we don't know what really, what they looked like, right? We don't know if the babies, for example, bent a lot. Some people say no, they probably didn't, right? Some people say, something completely else. It doesn't really matter. The Spinosaurus species is very unknown, because we only discovered a few, if not the only thing that we've discovered that was technically a full fossil, literally, was in Egypt, and then I'm pretty sure World War II got bombed or something like that. But anywho, despite all that, I do think that this Spinosaur that we've discovered, I actually think that this is not a new species. I think this is just like a Spinosaur, that evolved a little bit, right? I don't think this is a new species at all. It does look like it behaves exactly like a Spinosaur. That's why I would say that. Obviously crocodiles, there are different species, right? But then, if you look at bones, for example, the bones of crocodiles, right? They may all look like the same, maybe act the same, but they're all different species. And you might at first you're like, wait a minute, how do we know it's different species? And honestly, I don't know how they know, okay? Bones can only tell us so much, right? Bones can only tell us, I don't know if they had fur or not. They can't really tell us the color, the behavior, the pattern, all that stuff. Which is why it's very hard to try to depict if it's a new species or not, right? A lot, if not most or all of the species that they tried to figure out existed 200,000 years ago for humans, right? Turned out to be chimpanzees, right? Literally a lot, and you can look these up. A lot of famous ones too turned out to be chimpanzees instead of humans, right? So this one could technically be a new species. In my opinion, I really don't think this is a new species. I do think that this is some sort of Spinosaurus evolution we could be seeing there. It is a possibility, because remember how I talked about elephants, some who do have trunks and some who don't have trunks. Well, this could be something like this, where some did have horns and some did not have horns. And I'm sorry to say, yes, this new species is a Spinosaur, and it has a horn, and it looks really awesome. And fun fact, I actually drew this, okay? And it was the exact replica of this. I swear, I wish I have the photo, but pretty much, let me explain. When I was in 2nd grade or 3rd grade, I first discovered what a Spinosaurus was. I was very young. I was always, researching about dinosaurs and stuff like that. So I've discovered what a Spinosaur was, and more importantly, I've discovered what a Carnotaur was, okay? And in the beginning, I thought it would be cool if there was a dinosaur that had 2 horns and maybe a spine, right? And so I just kept drawing 2 horns with with a weird spine, like a Spinosaur mixed with a Carnotaur. I still draw it until this day, right? And then after that, I was like, wait a minute. what if that dinosaur only had one horn, one giant horn, and a spine? And I remember me drawing it, okay? And what's crazy is I colored it orange, okay? That's what scientists think it could have probably, been. But I colored it orange, and then eventually I made it purple or whatever. But my very first drawing was orange, okay? And because of this, right, people literally just looked at me and be like, ha, you have a wild imagination. And there's no dinosaur like this. Like, for some reason, like, when I was little, I was like, there has to be a dinosaur like this. There's no way. Because if a Carnotaur, like, exists, or a T-Rex exists, I won't be surprised if a dinosaur looked like this. And then, years later, I was right. I don't know, with that being said, I just want to make a quick video on this, and honestly, I don't know. I actually personally do think that the Carnotaur, and the Spinosaur was a very interesting tweak that I did when I was younger, though. And, like, I won't lie, like, I did expect there could be a dinosaur like this, but, like, I didn't think it was, like this, right? I didn't think it would be real, but let me know what you guys think. Anyways, that's pretty much it. That's really my thoughts on this new dinosaur. I really don't think this is a new species. I think this could be a new evolution type thing. Other than that, that's it, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.